Hi guys, my name is Jacob and welcome to another episode of Uncut on the Abrasive Conversations platform. Today, in this particular episode, I want to talk about Orlando Pirates' decision to play against, Maccabi Tel Aviv. Today the match is going to take place. Now for me, this is quite ironic because a week ago, the Apartheid Israel state raided the Jenin refugee camp, killing 12 people, including 3 children. Now, from a South African point of view, and Orlando Pirates in South Africa, this really breaks my heart because they are so absent-minded that they don't even think just by playing in a match like this that they support the Israeli apartheid brand. Now, many people have come out in South Africa and even organizations in support and against Orlando Pirates' decision to play this soccer match against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Now, this is my stance. My stance is with the Palestinian people. I support the fight for freedom of Palestinians in the Middle East. My stance is also that the Israeli state is an apartheid state that oppresses Palestinians, but not just only Palestinians, many other people of other different ethnicities. So it's an apartheid state. And my view is supported by many research. It's so similar to South Africa. And it started almost at the same time in 1948. And since then, it has institutionalized apartheid state, oppressing many people. Now, a person who was affected by apartheid, I cannot support any apartheid government. I don't care what people think of me, but I really cannot support the racist and apartheid government. Now, in South Africa, we have freedom, and that freedom was a hard-fought battle, meaning that many people died in this conquest, in this fight for liberation. And our Palestinian brothers and sisters supported our fight. Our Middle Eastern brothers and sisters supported our fight, and many people across the world. And it was a non-racial struggle for South Africans' freedom. So it's just the right thing for me that we support the Palestinian cause for freedom against the Israeli state. So I cannot see how Orlando Pirates can make such an absent-minded decision to play against Maccabi Tel Aviv a week after people were killed in the Jenin refugee camp. And time is not really the issue here. For me, the issue is you're not supposed to play any sport or support any Israeli state because it's an apartheid state and because we have a history of apartheid. So one of the spokesperson that I have a spokesperson for Israel that I have an issue with is Bafana Modise. Bafana Modise is the spokesperson for what's this organization's name? Friends of Israel. So here in South Africa, the Independent Online reported on the issue, and the Independent Online positioned Bafana Modise almost as a spokesperson for South Africa. So Bafana Modise made claims like the South Africa does not boycott Israel, that there is strong links between South Africa and Israel, which is all lies. South Africa doesn't. The South African government, in particular, does not support Israel's apartheid state. South Africa's position is firmly with the Palestinian cause for freedom in the Middle East. So Bafana Modise is talking a lot of nonsense. So here's some of the things that South Africa has done in the past 2 years. One of the things is it downgraded its embassy in Israel, and it's only this year. The second thing that they've done, last year they called Minister Pando, particular called out Israel and said it needs to be classified as an apartheid state, and that was at the UN. So South Africa's stance is firmly with Palestine, and we do support boycotts from sport to any kind of engagement with Israel's apartheid state. We don't want to mess with it. We support Palestine. So Bafana Modise is completely a collaborator against the violence against Palestinian people. And so is the ACDP, the African Christian Democratic Party in South Africa. They also came out in support of Israel. But I cannot see how a Christian organization is supporting a Zionist government. It's such a deep contradictory issue for me. I think they still have a lot of ideological work to do, but even them, they are lying. I cannot support any of their views. It doesn't make sense. There's no reason in it. The other thing is that what am I going to do who is a Orlando Pirates supporter? I've been an Orlando Pirates supporter since 1997. I can remember on our small black and white TV at home, the first game I ever watched was between Orlando Pirates and Bushbucks. And that day I fell in love with Orlando Pirates, the playing style, and just people like Jerry Sikosana, what they was playing back in the day. I was like, this is the team that I wanted to support. So I've been an Orlando Pirates supporter since 1997. So this really breaks my heart that Irvin Khosa and his organization are not thinking about the indirect violence that are causing the Palestinian people. I'm with the Palestinian people. And if I have to choose between the Palestinian cause for freedom and supporting a soccer team in South Africa, then I will support the Palestinian cause for freedom over and above my love for a soccer team and soccer. So my stance is with the Palestinian people. It's unwavering. So Orlando Pirates supporters, if you're watching this, ask yourself if you would like to support a team who support the indirect violence against of people that is not classified as Israeli, that is Palestinian. And if you don't know much about this that I'm talking about, I would suggest that you take some time and you do background reading. Start with Archbishop Tutu's stance on Palestine. Start with President Mandela's stance on Palestine. Both of them were supporters of Palestine. They didn't support apartheid in Israel. So if you're a supporter of Mandela and Archbishop Tutu, if you were affected by apartheid, I think the choice is obvious for you, but I will not make that choice for you. I've made my choice. I don't support apartheid. And if Orlando Pirates is going to play this game tonight, I cannot also support Orlando Pirates anymore, because ahead of time, people will detail them, look, you cannot play this game. And I have to give rugby, South African rugby, I have to give them their flowers. Because earlier this year, there was a similar situation where one of the rugby teams of Tel Aviv, Israeli rugby teams, wanted to participate in the Mzansi Challenge. And after calls from BDS, and South Africa's stance was made clear against Israel and Palestine, South African rugby withdrew the invitation of the Tel Aviv rugby team, and they couldn't participate in this game or in this challenge anymore. So I have to give South African rugby their flowers. One of the organizations that we thought was the least transformed is actually leading the cause in sport in South Africa. So South Africa Rugby, thank you for taking that stance and standing with Palestine. So in this particular sense, I appreciate the work that they're doing. But back to Orlando Pirates. I think in Orlando Pirates supporters, I think this is a question you have to ask yourself. Do we want to support a team that is supporting the killing of innocent people and especially children in Palestine? I'll leave the decision up to you, but I've made my decision. My support is with the people of Palestine. Thank you very much for watching, and please share this, and please do comment, and if it's an offensive comment, I will delete it, but please join in the discussion. Thank you for watching. Until we see each other again. Bye-bye.